blank and his was the stars. However, right before we drew, I said, you're going to draw for me and I'm going to draw for Randy. They watched us. You got it, we're in.
William brought us back.
Swear to God.
We're in the invitational?
We're in. We're at the last minute. Minute I go, man, I can't draw for shit. And I said, he's gonna draw for me, I'm gonna draw for Randy. It ain't like they're watching you. And so we didn't even just, like all the guys mobbed the chips and William went in there and grabbed one and I saw him pull it down and it was a star and then I grabbed it, it was blank and I was like, oh my God. Oh.
Prince William.
Prince William.
Race 2, Season 6. I got Scott Taylor Motorsports here. Scott, last weekend, I think it was about 3:45 a.m. We were in Everett, Ohio still, and I walked around the corner and the entire front clip of the car was empty. What was going on there?
Well, we started the night off going rounds, and we found ourselves in the finals with a huffy puffy motor, as I would call it, and we just kept running it, and it was showing us every sign that we needed to stop and fix it. It was sending out smoke signals to Proline telling it needed help, and I just wouldn't stop. And next thing I know, it ejected itself from the party about 2 seconds into the run, which is well before the 3:30. So that led up to a chain of events. We come back and we threw a motor in it real quick thinking that was it. We put a motor in, put a new blower in, Pro Charger, and we went to test. And as I was getting the car ready to start testing, I started noticing other things, showing some signs. Drive shaft had a chunky U-joint in it. It had a stiff spot in it. Then we pulled the rear gear. It had a crack in it. So pretty much going into our first test pass this week, we put a new blower, new motor. We rebuilt the converter, new transmission, new drive shaft, new rear end. So it went from start to finish down this whole thing. And we did make 3 test passes, so that's a success. We're coming into today, we're gonna make 1 test pass, and then we gotta run Kayla Morton, which is a rematch from last week. So we're excited about that. We'll see where we stack up against the person that won last week.
Now we heard that you'd sent off your other engine. Is that going to Proline right now?
It is. Proline has the other engine right now. They're working around the clock on it. Looks like we're going to have that back Saturday or Sunday before we leave out to Brainerd.
So would the plan be to go back to that original engine being refreshed, or are you going to stick with what you have in the car right now?
We'll stick with what's in the car right now, and we'll run that one until it times out, which is 35 runs or so, 40 runs.
Okay. And where'd y'all test this weekend or this week?
We went to Dragway 42. Me, Mike, and Birdman went up there and tested as a team.
Okay, Northern Ohio. Now here in Virginia, it seems the past few years have been a little bit favored toward nitrous, as Kai's won, I believe, 2 in a row here. We saw that the air was really good last night, about 800. How is that going to affect your car? You think it's going to help this weekend?
It's definitely going to help. The air's better. I think it's going to help all combos, but I think it's going to help Pro Chargers a bunch. I think this is a Pro Chargers race to win.
We heard last week about Kayla, as far as being maybe a little bit light. Now, there's a little bit of the drivers, they all sign contracts. They know, we'll just say we know what weight you're supposed to be. Now, we give her benefit of the doubt, but as far as that, you get a rematch today, you just said. Is that something that you're looking forward to? Are you motivated in that? Do you want to win?
It's not something I went up there looking for by any means. I have no beef with Kayla. If she would have weighed 3,000 pounds, the fact is that I broke at under 2 seconds in the run. I had no shot at beating her with the rods hanging out the pan. So I have no beef. If they allow a car to stage, that's on the rule, guys, to enforce those. That's not on me. I'm not fixing to go pick somebody's car apart. I'm not fixing to tear them down and pay the $1,000 to get somebody pumped, or I'm not doing that.
Right.
That's up to them. If they let them line up and they let them stage, I'm going to race them, and whatever the result is, we're going to have to live with it.
All right, well, as it seems to be the STM way, you're going to get up there and do what you do best. So we appreciate all your time, Scott. We know you're a busy man. Thank you very much.
Thank you, man.
Right. Brought to you by Wright Trailers nationwide.
There we go. Hey, man.
Originally, I'm from California. I'm on Mike's team this year for the draft. We're doing a little different this year. We have a 69 screw blown Camaro.
Named Jezebel, right?
Yeah, named Jezebel. We had the Nova last year. I mean, it worked good, but everybody's stepping their game up every year. You know what I mean? So we kind of had to go there with the new car, and we're happy with what it's done so far.
So how's the Mustang right now?
Yeah,
still got it at home?
Yeah, we're still fixing it. It ain't done yet. It's not at home. It's at a High Race Cars,
okay,
Missouri. As soon as he gets some time, he's gonna finish it up for us. But we've been testing this thing, getting ready for no prep, and it's running good.
Yeah, so
just go around time.
So last week you knocked off Swanstrom right away. First race of the year, essentially.
Yeah, so thankfully we won Friday qualifier last week, which put us into the main show. This week we have to race our way in, and it's a tough battle racing your way in. When you're running against those other 20 people that are trying to get in that are just as bad as you are, it's hard. It's hard. Everybody here is running fast. I mean, it's hard. The field keeps getting tighter every year, and that's what's going to make this year even harder than any other year before. We actually did test this week. We're happy with how the car performed last week. We lost kind of our own fault, really. The car was running good. I mean, we were out on Chuck by 2 or 3 cars, and unfortunately went to the wall, and I mean, that was the end of it. So I had to lift, and I mean, I lifted and had to pedal when he came around me. That's the name of the game. He made the trip, and I did. So.
Yeah, you got to live to fight another day. You got a long season ahead of you, a lot of points.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're confident with how the car's running. We're gonna test today, see if we can run any faster than we did last weekend. The track's gonna be really good here. Virginia's always been good, to be honest with you. So we're gonna start off with the tune-up we left off last week and then work from there.
Yeah, it's definitely the weather here is always pretty conducive for nitrous blower combos. Seems to be Nokai had won the last 2 years, so hopefully this combo can help out a little bit. I know Birdman and them were saying they were liking what they were seeing already.
Yeah, no, last night the air was really good. So I mean, 800 was the best I seen yesterday, but hell, 800 you can still haul ass at that type of air. So we're happy to just go one round at a time. That's all you can do.
Absolutely. All right, Brandon fucking James in the house. Appreciate it, brother. Team Murillo. Thank you. You a race car driver? You got it.
I'm gonna drive cars.
Now normally it would go right there, but we got to leave it up there right now. What you got? You got a sticker? What's your sticker? Texas flag? Jeff Lutz.
Yeah, we got Jeff Lutz.
Round 1.
Round 1. Not really a car you want to race when you're still trying to get your stuff figured out, but that's all right.
Yeah.
It's a long season, man. Just don't panic, Hispanic.
Going for 1 of 12 spots. What did they say for the other 2 spots? Since there's only 20 guys.
We're gonna pick them.
Oh, we're picking. Okay.
So chip drop. Come on! You don't ask for permission, you ask for forgiveness. Let's go.
Do first and ask later.
You just do it and then you say, oh, I'm sorry, Mommy, I didn't know I was supposed to. Come on.
Birdman, how's it going?
What's up, buddy? You alright?
I've been working on the car all morning, putting the engine back together.
Yeah. We had a wire that broke, killed the injector, burned the motor up.
How'd testing go this week?
Good. Good. Everybody's happy with it for fast. US 42 drag way.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Hey, just y'all know we're selling shit too. And I'll sign it. I'll sign it and sell it. Just right down here. It's not that far.
Oh yeah, go through this.
Hi guys. Hey, just so y'all know, we're selling shit too. Okay, and I'll sign it. Just if you guys aren't busy, it's just across the street. All right. Hey, we're selling shit too. It's just across the street.
Justin's laughing.
Yes. Great. Whose spot will he be taking? Mike Murillo?
It might be Mike Murillo's spot.
All right. So the team captain might move himself down. Wow.
Can't get our shit.
Eric, do you know exactly what happened?
It broke rod.
It was a rod.
Yep, that's my analogy. Based on the hole in the block, hole in the oil pan, and a piece of the rod hanging out. Pretty good assumption.
There's a hole in the block?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back up there and try to catch Birdman's.
Thank you all for tuning in to Mike Murillo Racing. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you all soon.